It took me 14 tries to get that on. Oh! Gallahorn! I just saw Gallahorn pop up! Oh my fucking god! Fucking Gallahorn! Holy fucking shit! I did! Gallahorn! Gallahorn! Gallahorn!
Is you aim down sight and you pull the trigger once, and if it fires the whole mag, it's the Invader. So 3, 2, 1. Oh! No! 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 Oh my... What?
You ever tell yourself just one more run, and then suddenly it's 3 in the morning, your inventory is overflowing with junk you swear you'll organize later, and you're still chasing that god roll. Your eyes are bloodshot, but none of that matters until you get that 1 in 1,000th chance drop, and then you can rest easy. Now you're caught in a loop. Actually, more of an addiction. But why are these games so addicting? Why do we keep coming back for more loot even when it's just the same mindless objective? Today, we're diving deep into the psychology, the design philosophy, and the cultural impact of the looter shooters. Hopefully, we might all be able to solve our addictions by the end of this video. A looter shooter at its core is simply completing objectives to obtain better gear. This gear could come in a lot of different forms, such as armor, weapons, skills, and many more. Seems boring on paper, right? The catch is that your loot isn't always guaranteed, and not all loot is made equal. Sometimes your loot could be a substantial upgrade, or it could be worthless. The point is you're gambling. Walk with me through this example. Think about your first ever legendary drop in Borderlands. That orange glow being emitted, that glistening sound, the feeling of holding something so powerful and rare. Losing your legendary drop virginity is a captivating moment. It's pure dopamine. It makes you want to chase it again. Here's where things get interesting. Looter shooters are built on what psychologists call a variable reward system. It's the same as how slot machines work. You have no idea when that jackpot will hit, but the potential of getting a jackpot keeps you hooked. Every kill, every raid, every run has that maybe this is the run energy. And when it finally pays off, you get a feeling that's the closest to sex a gamer will ever get. That's why people grind raids in Destiny 2 dozens of times. Not because of the insane amounts of aura you get, but because it feels good. But dopamine isn't the only factor at play here. Loot also taps into our sense of progression. Us as people love the feeling of moving towards a goal that we have. Even if the journey is tiresome, even if you haven't showered in weeks, the sense of getting stronger is intoxicating. Okay, sure, we all like getting the loot, but the best part about it is showing off to those who are less than you. Your exotic weapon in Destiny, your flashy armor in Warframe, your perfectly rolled gun in The Division. These items aren't just stats, they're status symbols. Whenever you walk into a social hub, other players can see and respect the grind you put in to earn your gear. This creates a social economy where rare items aren't just powerful, they're prestigious. This is why raids and other co-op activities are so important to the genre. Looter shooters build on people sharing their struggle. Grinding is easier and more fun whenever you're doing it with friends. We can all waste 8 hours grinding together only to realize the god roll was the friends we made along the way. It's not just about the loot. It's about making memories and sharing laughs. Now, the loot is a reminder of those memories. Let's talk design. Looter shooters live by the quality of their core loop. The best designs balance two things. 1. Moment-to-moment gameplay. This is how it feels to actually engage in combat, how it feels to use your weapons and skills. Destiny 2 does this extremely well, which is why Bungie has kept this as their golden cow for years now. Number 2. Long-term goals. This is a goal that keeps the player pushing forward to the endgame, whether it's getting max level, a special cosmetic, or an item locked behind full completion. If you don't balance these two systems correctly, your game turns into a mess. It feels like a Herculean task at times, but when it works, you get a thrillingly endless loop. Most looter shooters have a fantasy element to them, allowing players to use gear from all corners of fiction to slay their enemies. This offers freedom to build their character however they want and express themselves. In Borderlands, you can wield guns that shoot other guns. In Warframe, you're basically a space ninja god with abilities that would make physicists cry. In Destiny, you're a space wizard with guns. These games let you wield powers in a way that no other game can. And that fantasy, combined with a chase for loot, creates a perfect mix of escapism. You're not just escaping into a different world, you're escaping into a different version of yourself, one that's constantly improving. Not everything is perfect, so of course we can't ignore the negatives. Looter shooters often face the criticisms of being grindy, repetitive, and even exploitative. Some looter shooters rely heavily on microtransactions and a live service model to drip feed content. I'm looking at you, Destiny 2. And yeah, the addictive nature of chasing loot can blur the line between entertainment and compulsion. Sometimes players fall into the problem of grinding because they have to and not because they want to. It feels like a job at that point, and if there's anything gamers hate, it's actually getting a job. This could also easily lead to burnout. Speaking from personal experience, burning yourself out of a game you love can be gut-wrenching at times. But even with all these criticisms, the looter shooter genre keeps thriving. Why? Because looter shooters offer something no other game can: an endless cycle of hope, of progress, and shared experience.